Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. When you think of the Pilgrims and Plymouth Colony, what's the first image that comes to mind? For many of us, it's probably the Mayflower, the first Thanksgiving, and a very uniform-looking group of English settlers. What if I told you that the real story of early Plymouth is way more diverse than we've been led to think? Let's jump into the intriguing tale of John Pedro. Let's set the scene. It's 1622, just 2 years after the Mayflower landed. The Plymouth Colony is still struggling to find its footing. Life is incredibly hard, supplies are scarce, and every new ship that arrives is a major event. In August of that year, a ship named the Swan sails into Plymouth Harbor. It's part of an expedition led by a man named Thomas Weston, who was actually one of the original investors in the Plymouth Colony. On board the Swan was a man named John Pedro. Now, historical records from this period can be a bit thin, but what we do know is powerful. John Pedro is documented as a man of African descent, making him the first known person of African heritage to set foot in Plymouth Colony. This is a groundbreaking piece of history that completely reframes our understanding of who is present in those earliest days of colonial America. It's important to understand the context. John Pedro wasn't a settler in the same way the Pilgrims were. He was likely a mariner or a laborer, part of the ship's crew. His stop in Plymouth was brief. The Swan was on its way to establish a new, separate colony called Wissaguset, a bit further north, before ultimately continuing its journey down to Virginia. So, while he didn't stay and build a life in Plymouth, his presence is undeniable proof that Black history in New England began far earlier than many people realize. His story is a vital reminder that the canvas of early American history is rich with threads of many colors. It challenges the simplified narratives we often learn in school and encourages us to dig deeper. Who were these individuals? What were their experiences? While we may not know all the details of John Pedro's life, just knowing his name and his place in history is a crucial step toward painting a more complete and accurate picture of our shared past. He wasn't a pilgrim, but he was a pioneer in his own right, breaking barriers just by being there. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this piece of hidden history as interesting as I did, please hit that like button and subscribe for more stories that challenge the history books. See you next time.